Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to continue with the Game Over or High Scores menu. So yeah, let's get started. So first we want to go to the Save Game folder and we want to right click and create a new blueprint class. Type Save Game. Let's select that and let's call it Save Game underscore Flappy or something like that. Now let's open it. And let's add a new variable. Let's call it Highscore. Let's change the variable type to integer. Let's compile, let's save, and we can actually close this. Now we want to go to the blueprints, to the HUD, and to the Game Over widget. And here we want to create a new function. Let's call this load high score. Okay. And what we want to do here is we first want to check if the save game exists. So does save game exist? Sorry. And let's call this slot. You can call this whatever you want, but you will have to use the same name on every place. So with the same save game file or with the same data. So let's call this save game with capital S. And user index can be 0. Now let's add a branch. So B and left click like this. Let's connect the return value to condition. And first let's do the false, because so if we don't have save game, then we want to create one. So create save game object. Now let's select our save game Flappy. And then what we want to do, from the return value, we want to save game to slot. And now the slot name has to be the same thing, save game. So save game. And next, after that, we want to call the same function again. So load high score, because we want after that to load from here all the data. Okay. Now, when we have it, what we want to do from the true, we want to load save game, load game from slot. Now the slot name again, save game. Oh, not game. Now we cannot get the data straight from this. We have to cast to save game Flappy like this. Now from here we can promote this to a variable. And let's rename this to save game ref. Okay. And now what we want to do is the following. First, we want to get our game mode ref. We want to get the points. Now we want to get our score amount, and we want to get from it, and we want to set text and connect it from here from the true. Let's move this actually a little bit further. This also to here. Now let's connect the points to the text. It will add this to text integer. I will align this, so selecting Q, score under here. So this will set the points amount to the score amount. Actually, I don't know why I named the points variable points instead of score, but you can understand that. You can rename the whatever variables. You can rename this to score or this to points if you want, but I can do it like this. Okay, sorry about that. Now this will set the score amount text to points value, or the points variable value. And after that, what we want to do is we want to get the save game ref. We want to get the high score from there. And now we want to get the high score amount. From here we want to set what text again, content set text. Get from here, connect to here, align it, move this further. So because we get this to text to integer, and now let's align all of this. And actually, let's move this a little bit further. And like that. Yeah. Now this will set the Highscore amount text. So the next thing, what we want to do is we want to check if our, let's get the game mode ref, if our points variable, get points, is greater, of course, than our Highscore. So let's get the save game ref, and let's get the Highscore. So we want to check if our points are higher than our Highscore. Let's add a branch. Now, from the false, we actually don't have to do anything, at least for now. And from the true, what we want to do is we want to get our game mode ref again. We want to get the points. And we want to get our save game ref under here. And we want to set Highscore. This from the true. Now let's connect the points to here, like that. So we are setting our points to the Highscore. Now we have to save the value. So we want to get from the save game ref, and we want to save game to slot. Connect it to here. Let's add a reroute, of course, like always. Let's align this better. Now the slot name is again the save game. Yeah. Okay. And everything should work. So let's compile and save. We have still things to do, but let's try. So now let's die. Everything should say 0. Now we have to close because the restart button doesn't yet work. Okay, now when we get Highscore, let's see. 1 and we die. Oh, one thing that I forgot. Here on the gameover event graph, event construct, what we want to do here is, let's actually move this play animation a little bit further. Let's get our load Highscore and play it before. Now compile the same and let's try again. So let's go. Oh shoot. Let's fly over. Get 1 point. Now everything should work. Our Highscore is still 0. Why is that? Okay, now I understand. It will not work yet, so let's continue working. I will show you soon how it works, or how we will make it work. Okay, so here we save this, and yeah. Now, what we want to do, we want to go back to the designer. Here, oh, what has happened with this? Let's scroll this down. Here, we want to select our Highscore amount. Let's actually go closer. Highscore amount, and let's add an animation. And let's call this animation Highscore anim. Let's add a track, Highscore amount, track, let's add a transform, and on 0, let's set it to, let's actually open it first, translation, scale, let's set it X scale to 1, Y scale to 1. We can add them from here. Now let's go to 0.5. And let's also select this and press enter, and also enter, or you can click from here, it will add keyframes to here. Now let's go to 1. Let's set this to 0 and 0. And let's go back to the, let's go to 1.5. Let's set this back to 1. So what this does now is it will wait 0.5 seconds and it will make the high score go away and come back. And now what we want to do is we want to here on the 1 second mark, we want to add a event trigger track. Now let's add a key. Let's double click on that. High score amount event. That can be called like that. What we want to do here now is we want to get the high score amount first, and we want to set color and opacity like this. Now we have to get from this and make slide color. Now let's go back to the designer for a second. Let's select our high score text and open this color and opacity. Let's copy this value from here. Okay, now let's go back to the graph. Now to here, let's paste this value to the same slot. Enter and OK. We have the same color there. Let's move this a little bit further down. Actually, this a little bit further. Let's add a actually not there. Let's get from here and let's set text. Okay, let's connect it to here. Let's move it a little bit further. Let's add a reroute to here, also to here, and also to here, so it looks clean. Now I actually want to make that align a little bit better, so I will select all of these, press Q, and now it looks a lot better. Now to the text here, what we want to do, we want to get from it, actually we don't want to get from it, we want to get the save game ref. We want to get the high score, and we want to connect this to here. Let's align all of these. Let's move this a little bit further. All these things a little bit, sorry, this closer and this further. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. So like this, we are getting the high score to here. And now let's compile. Let's save. Let's go to the load high score. And here, after we have saved this high score again, we want to play this animation that we just created. So high score anim. Let's play animation. Like this. So now when we compile, we save all and we play. Let's see, everything should work. Not everything, but almost everything. So high score 1. That's from before. Let's try again. We get 2. Let's see. 2, like that. Now you can see we have this nice high score changing animation when we get a new high score. When we don't get, it will be like this. So yeah, it's looking pretty nice. Now let's make the restart button work. So let's go back to the game over and to the designer. Let's select the restart button, scroll down. Let's actually make this a little bit smaller. And on clicked event, let's move this a little bit further down. Oh, we have to create the close animation first. So let's go to designer. Let's click on the open animation. Let's duplicate it and let's call it close anim, because this is the easiest way now, because I want to do basically almost the same things. Now on the 0, we want to set the border render opacity to 1. And on 0.5, we want to set it to 0. Now on the 0, let's set the translation Y to 0. And on 0.5, let's set it to positive 200. Or is it? Let's see. Yes, like that. And also, button opacity, not like that. We actually... Okay, I actually want to click from here. Oh, no. Let's select all of these. I made a little mistake. Now let's move all these here from 0.5 to 1. Now here on 0, we want to add a render opacity track and transform track. So now it looks like this. Okay. Now we want to fix the button. So on the 0, let's make it 1. On the 0.5, let's make it 0. It already is. And here we want to make it, on the 1, we want to make it 0. So now it should look like this. I think that's pretty good. Now we have here on the 1 second mark this event. Let's right click. Let's change this event to create new endpoint. And this event is what it is. It is this is the restart event. So let's actually move this open event. Start event. Okay, let's rename this restart event. Now here we want to just do a execute console command, and it will be restart level like that. And now from here, on click restart button, what we want to do, we want to get this close anim, and we want to just play it. And it will call this after 1 second. So play animation like this. Let's align this a little bit better. Let's move this a little bit further down, and let's actually move all of these restart things a little bit further. Set the Highscore. Let's give him a little bit space like that. Let's compile. Let's save. Let's actually try if everything works. So if we die, we press restart. Yeah, everything is looking pretty nice. Let's try one more thing. Oh, I didn't want to do it like that. So like this, new Highscore changes, and yeah, everything is actually working like it's supposed to work. So yeah, I think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button. That will help me a lot. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day and see you on the next one. Bye.